Well, they did it. Good morning, everyone. This is Chase with TCG Bulk Kings. I'm coming to you from my front porch on this glorious October Sunday morning. Wanted to talk to you guys real quick about the serialized cards that are being included in the Brothers War set. And I wanted to discuss some things that not a lot of people are actually talking about, or most of you probably don't remember and probably haven't seen just based on the view count that I did a video about the probable inclusion of serialized cards in a broader set about a year ago when the Viscera Seers came out in the Secret Lair. It's still a good video. Go back and watch it. I'll put a link to it down in the description below here. But I wanted to talk about a couple of things that I predicted from that, see how some of that aged, and sorry, there's a cat over here playing in the tall grass. See how that aged, and talk about what the effects are on the other cards in Brothers War. So, just to sum up the recent news, in case somebody's missed it, Brothers War is a set that's coming out in a few weeks, and it has included in it a run of special artifact cards like the Mystical Archives cards from Strixhaven, with a special artwork treatment where they're doing a couple of different treatments. They have retro frame versions of all of these artifacts. Then they have retro frame versions of them with alternate artwork that looks like blueprints from the artificer who made the artifacts. And then they have these special, super duper special, double rainbow foil, alternate artwork, serialized versions of them where they're labeled X out of 500. Excuse me, just a second. These are going to be in only the collector's boosters as far as the serialized versions. The other versions will be in all different types of boosters. I agreed with some other people that they definitely would be releasing more of these type of cards in further products later. I said sometime within the next 2 years. Here it is 10 months later, and it's been announced. Now, I speculated on what type of products they could release this kind of product in, this kind of series of cards in. I said that it would be difficult to put serialized cards into draft and set boosters for lots of reasons, including that there are multiple printing locations, multiple languages that all of those cards are printed in. You know, they're print to demand, so they run several print runs of those. So they would have to either hold some cards back, some of the serialized cards back, to seed them throughout that process, or else they would only be available in the first print run or from a single facility, which would then create a difference in the market for original print run boxes versus later ones, or ones printed in Japan versus ones printed in Belgium, for instance. So for those reasons, I discounted the possibility of them putting them in draft and set booster boxes, and instead lean towards them putting those kinds of cards in single print run releases, or else more specialty sets that are typically single print run in one language. Collector's boosters, commanders, some type of specialty set like mystery boosters. I believe I mentioned like Battle Bond and Conspiracy Take the Crown, those kinds of things. So what they've done is they are releasing them in collector's boosters. Collector's boosters are single print run limited. They're not print to demand like draft and set boosters. They're printed in one location. They're printed in one language or sometimes two languages. I think they've done Japanese collector's boosters before, but I don't know if that's something they do all the time. Correct me if I'm wrong. I would expect that they don't include serialized cards in more than one language of collector's boosters. Correct me if I'm wrong again, if they only print those in one location too. I believe that's true. I know they only do a single run, but they could do a single run in two places. I'm not sure about that. Not 100% sure about that. I'm pretty sure about that. As far as speculating as to what's going to happen with the other cards, people are obviously going to want these cards. I want these cards. They've only released a few of the cards that are going to be included. They're going to be uncommon, rare, and mythic rarity. So the mythic ones are going to be very, very sought after. Wormcoil Engine is the one mythic they've spoiled. But even the uncommons, there's only gonna be 500 of them. You know, if they come out with a ornithopter or something like that, I'm gonna really want to pick some of those up myself. I know I'm more in bulk, but that would be personal collection for me. But yeah, so these are extremely likely to be chase cards, more so than the Lost Legends cards. The market is going to be bigger for these than there are for random Legends commons, even pack fresh Legends commons. If we can look at some of the previous lottery card includes, like Zendikar Masterpieces and the box topper rares or box topper cards from Double Masters, VIP packs, and stuff like that, and look at the effects that those had on the other cards in the market. We know Zendikar, Battle for Zendikar bulk tanked. We know that the foil multiplier and Double Masters and other recent sets with collectors boosters has tanked. So, like, oftentimes the foils are 1.1 times the price of the non-foils. Sometimes they get inverted where the non-foil is worth more than the foil just because there's so many foils that hit the market. That's a really significant change from, say, 5 years ago, before collector's boosters came out. I expect that to be even bigger this time. Brothers War foils are going to be, like, base set foils are going to be very, very easy to come by. And I would expect that, you know, in a couple of years, the foil multipliers will start to creep back up. You go back and look at Battle for Zendikar foils, and some of them are a lot higher than the non-foils. If you go back and look at Double Masters foils from regular cards, not any kind of special treatment or anything like that, but regular commons, many of those many of them are still at, you know, this card market price is 2 cents and the foil is 3 cents. That's still a 50% multiplier if you think about it that way, but it's only a penny. But a lot of them, it's like the market price for the non-foil is 5 or 6 cents and the market price for the foil is 35 cents, 45 cents. Much bigger multipliers. And that was not the case right after the set came out. I would expect that a lot of the foils of the special treatments that they're doing in these sets will be very cheap. I expect that they're also doing a line of Transformers cards in this. I don't remember if they're reskinned parallels like the Godzilla cards or if they're their own unique cards. I can't remember. That's not a debate I want to have in this video. I don't think those are going to be anywhere nearly as desired as the serialized cards or even just the higher end blueprint cards. I really doubt that, or I expect a whole lot of those to hit the market as well. Honestly, I believe that there will be a big opportunity to scoop up a lot of foil bulk from these sets. You know, there are going to be people who are just chasing the blueprints and the foil blueprints and not worried about the serialized cards that will buy draft and set boosters. But the collector's boosters are really what's going to be opened a lot for people searching for these serialized cards. There really aren't that many out there, so people are going to have to search a lot to pick those up. What, going to be 63 different blueprints, I believe, has been announced. 63. There's going to be 500 of each one, which comes to, it's like 32,000 total out of, what, 20 million Magic players, active Magic players, at least. They're going to be pretty valuable, and because they're valuable, people are going to be hunting for them, and because people are going to be hunting for them, they're going to be dumping all the rest of the stuff that they have. Look to pick up foil bulk from Brothers War, and probably foil bulk from other sets. Other recent sets will dip as a result too, to be sold along with this foil bulk. Look to pick up foil bulk in the I don't know, $7, $10, $12 per thousand range. Currently, most of the buy lists have foil common and uncommon bulk at $20 per thousand or 2 cents a piece. I would definitely look for that to drop. This is a really good time to buy foil bulk. There's going to be a lot of it. It's not going to rise in price quickly, but it's about as cheap as you'll have been able to get it historically. The singles will be worth more than, you know, less than a penny a piece. So that's pretty much all I have for this video. If you have any other thoughts or topics or ideas, be sure to leave a comment down below here. Subscribe for more videos like this. Give this one a like so more people can see it. And yeah, I look forward to talking to you guys and seeing what's going to happen with all this.